Since the beginning of time, people have dreamt of the unfathomable. The dreamers have turned into champions, and the champions to immortals. Tonight, WCW brings you the unimaginable. Two champions, 12-time WCW champion Ric Flair, and 5-time champion Hulk Hogan. When these two worlds collide, a new universe will emerge with only one ruler, one champion. Live from Orlando, Florida, the match of the century, as WCW presents Bash at the Beach.
It's the one night the entire world, the fans of professional wrestling have been waiting for. It is the one day we've been talking about for so long. It is Sunday, July 17th. It's the Orlando Arena, and it's Bash at the Beach. Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, finally tonight. Tony Schiavone, Mean Gene Okerlund, Bobby the Brain Heenan, they are standing, they are jammed to the rafters at Orlando's Arena, awaiting the match of a lifetime, Gene.
Well, of course, Tony, we have talked about this match. It's something that finally has come to fruition. It's going to happen, and in Orlando, they are hanging from the rafters. Bobby Heenan, you're not happy.
But I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy when Ric Flair's hand is raised in victory and Hulk Hogan leaves Orlando on his hands and knees, and all the humanoids here are pointing at him saying, loser, loser, loser.
That will be a cold day somewhere, not in Orlando, pal.
Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, of course, for the WCW World Heavyweight title, one of 6 gigantic matches tonight. Of course, Shaquille O'Neal is here to hand the championship belt to the winner as well, and you can hear the response from the fans. Mr. T will be in the Hulkster's corner, along with the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, and of course we'll have Sensuous Sherry in Ric Flair's corner. We have a lot going on. With us, recording artist from Giant Record. Let's go to the man singing our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Darren Norwood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, our thanks to Darren Norwood. Tremendous job, Darren, in performing our national anthem here tonight for the thousands of fans here at Orlando's Arena and watching on pay-per-view, millions around. Gentlemen, our first match is going to be for the television title. Until last Monday, I guess we thought it would be Sting, but he was injured in our live interactive telecast on TBS.
Yes, at the hands of Sensuous Sherry. Bobby Heenan, you were there. Tony, you called the action. I think we should take a look at it. It is the one incident that knocked Sting out of action and even knocked his being here tonight.
Let's take a look at what happened on WCW Saturday night just last weekend live.
Oh, no.
He's going for the Scorpion
no,
Deathlock.
please. He's got him. He's got him hooked in that Scorpion Deathlock.
He's got him. Sting is going to beat Ric Flair. Sting is... We got a fan. this thing out of the ring. Oh my goodness. Down to the eyes of Sting.
There's about 150.
Who is this person?
There's about 150 pounds.
Hulk Hogan. Who is this guy?
I don't know, Hulk. Shabani, who he is?
Who is this guy?
The guy with a goatee, I don't know. He's somebody that got fed up with Sting. You got fed up with Hogan. Oh, wait a minute.
Who is this guy? Oh, wait a minute.
It's Sherry. It's Sherry.
Sensuous Sherry dressed up like a man in the ring. And Flair attacks Hogan from behind.
Got him in the knee. Got him in the knee.
Sting was gouged in the eyes, and now Hogan.
Set the figure four on him. Break his leg. Break it on live television.
And now Mr. T has made his way in.
I'm getting out of here.
An irate Ric Flair, along with Sherry dressed up like a man. Then, of course, after that, the doctor said that Sting could not wrestle tonight against Lord Steven Regal for the television title, but Johnny B. Bad would take his place, and we know that. But we thought Sting would be in his corner, but that's still not the case, Gene.
As a matter of fact, up until around 5:30 this afternoon, we had every intention of seeing Sting here tonight. However, doctors and WCW officials with that scratched or slashed cornea have decided it's not the thing to do. He will not be in the corner, but Bobby Heenan,
Then maybe we should keep an eye out for him, huh?
you're one sick puppy. By the way, Tony Schiavone, let me make mention of the fact that the WCW hotline is up and running tonight, and we have Chris Cruz back manning the phones with Mike Today, Tom Hunt, and our entire 900 crew. We're going to have exclusive behind-the-scenes interviews with the likes of Flair, Hogan, maybe even Shaquille O'Neal, who knows? Give us a call at 1-900-909-9900. Kids are 99 cents a minute. Kids got to have their parents' permission. I hope I got all of that in, Tony.
Well, I think the talking's done. It's time to start banging heads, don't you think?
I would say so.
I just saw Shaquille O'Neal in the back.
It's
with
Shaquille.
Shaquille, who cares? I saw him with his shoes off. The guy's 5'11".
Let's go to the ring. Our first bout on Bash at the Beach.
Ladies and gentlemen, this first contest, live from Orlando, Florida, it is for the WCW World Television Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Macon, Georgia, weighing 235 pounds. He says he's the prettiest in World Championship Wrestling, Johnny B.
Johnny B. Bad. It's a good game. He's see him in the spotlight. Johnny B's gonna fight. You want to mess with him.
Johnny B. Bad, as we are at our table here at ringside in this fascinating crowd at the home of the Magic, Orlando Arena in downtown Orlando, Florida. The glitter is everywhere, and he hasn't even shut off his bad laughter yet, Brent. The Bad Man and a chance of becoming the television champion. Of course, he has had his shots before. He knows Lord Steven Regal quite well, and you can better believe it's going to be a tremendous way to open up.
Well, the important thing, Shabani, is nobody wants to fall on their face with millions and millions and millions of people watching. Jam-packed Orlando Arena. He wants to walk out of there the United States champion. I mean the television champion. Steamboat wants to walk out here as the United States champion too, but I don't think that's going to happen either.
It's going to take a year to pick this place up.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this match for the World Television Championship, He will be accompanied by his attendant, Sir William, from Blackpool, England. Weighing 18 stone, 2 pounds, he is the World Television Champion, Lord Steven Regal.
The World Television Champion, Lord Steven Regal, to face Johnny B. Bad in the opening bout. Good to have you with us. It's Bash at the Beach. And boy, the fans are pumped here, Brain. You can imagine our fans watching our telecast.
Well, you know, the ironic thing is, remember during the Gulf War, you could see the whole war on CNN. Well, tonight you're going to see another war, right here. A Bash at the Beach. You think Hogan's hands are sweaty right now? You think his knees are knocking? You think he's on his knees? He better be praying.
Well, I'm sure that there's a lot of butterflies in the back right now as you see the television championship
Showtime,
belt.
baby! Watch out! It's a good day to be a bad man.
We talked about the capacity crowd on hand. What a crowd we have. And immediately the chant goes out of USA. Many celebrities on hand. We'll be showing you the celebrities in attendance throughout the course of the evening.
Like you were saying, Schiavone, a lot of people in the back dressing room area probably have butterflies in their stomach.
I would think
if
so.
you go into a match of this important, or basically any match, and you don't have butterflies, you're not going to win. You're not a competitor. You're not what you're supposed to be. Believe me, Johnny B. Bad's got butterflies, and so does his lordship.
Well, I had butterflies. Mean Gene had butterflies. What about you?
No, Mean Gene has fleas.
Back in the corner. Lord Steven Regal, as always, likes to start out very deliberately in his matches. Tries to dictate the tempo early on.
Well, he likes to feel you out. He wants to see how strong your hands are. He wants to see how you move your feet, where you position yourself.
Bad with a full-on dragon twist into a wrist lock. And Regal trying to counteract that. Look at that, trying to roll out of it. Use the leg to send him over.
Man can wrestle.
Oh, he's tremendous. Side headlock. And of course, he is the television champion. This is his second reign as television champion. Won his first TV belt back at our last Fall Brawl back in September of 1993. Then, of course, dethroned by Larry Zbyszko recently on TBS and won the title back from Larry Zbyszko at our last Clash of the Champions.
You've got to be very careful of Johnny B. Bad. Because, Tony, I think you'll agree with me. He can win a match. He's going to win a title someday, and it's going to be real soon. The guy's on the threshold right now. He just has to be a little bit meaner.
Bad. Trying to get the man caught in the corner, and the referee called for the break and got one. Look at the determination on the face of Johnny B. Bad. Boy, so impressive. We knew he was flamboyant and knew he was stylish, and he talked, had a great rap. But here's a man who has turned his skills into a complete professional wrestler from just a guy who was a boxer at one time.
Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a big mouth. Of course, I don't like a guy with a big mouth, but some people have big mouths. But if you can back it up, that's another thing. He's got to be able to back it up.
Glitter everywhere on his back. What a way to start our evening. Regal rolls him, he's got him pinned. No, sir, got to be Bad reversal. One. The foot to the head, got him out of it. Bad, ready to connect with the right hand here.
Watch the beauty of his lordship. He never rushes anything. He kicked out of that maneuver. He didn't charge the man. He got up, he backed up. He wanted to see where Johnny B. Bad was located in that ring. That's why he's the television champion.
Side headlock. Regal in the ropes now. Nick Patrick calling for the break. Johnny B. Bad will take him for the ride to the near side. Leapfrog up top. Mexican arm drag takeover. And Regal once again trying to dictate the pace here by getting up slowly into a neutral corner.
Now this is an intimidation factor. He's looking at the humanoids. He's getting them up. He's trying to rattle the mind of his lordship.
Go behind, single leg pickup. Regal being very confident to keep the man on the mat. That's how to get up off of the mat. How about Johnny B. Bad now? And again, Regal tries to slow things down. You know, you think so much, a lot of wrestlers will say, hey, I was preparing for someone else. I shouldn't be wrestling this guy. We never heard that from Lord Steven Regal, though. When he found out he had to be wrestling Johnny B. Bad, he took it in stride.
Well, I asked him about that. You know what he told me? It doesn't really matter because all Americans are inferior. It doesn't matter which American I wrestle, I can beat him.
He told you that?
He told me that. What do you think, I'm a liar?
Well, now that you asked.
Never answer.
Side headlock. Regal. We thought we would see a tremendous wrestling match between these two, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Side headlock is on. Regal's into the ropes. Shoulder block takedown. Arm drag over again. And back to a full arm drag and twist, Johnny B. Bad. Forearm shot, and that rocked him.
But I don't think his lordship wants to get in a punching match with Johnny B. Bad.
I think you're right, but those forearms, watch out now here. Thought maybe the European uppercut would be coming on, but no, sir. Tried a gut shot. Regal, look at Johnny B. Bad.
Oh, very dangerous right there. He could have jammed his shoulder. He could have dislocated it.
That was almost a hammerlock takedown that time. And Regal rolls on the outside, and immediately the fans boo that maneuver.
You know, I never understood this. The quarterback runs for the sidelines and they cheer him. Smart play. Here the champion takes a breather and legitimately has a 10 count, and the humanoids boo him.
Well, I think they'd boo the quarterback depending on who he was.
Nothing wrong with disappearing here and there.
Is he taking a walk or what here?
Well, if he takes a walk, he'll lose the title. No, he won't lose the title, will he?
No, he won't.
Then take a walk. That's what I do.
Oh yeah, take the easy
Walk
way
to
out.
Tampa.
This entire city, this entire area, Central Florida, in the newspapers yesterday, on the television stations, the only thing they could talk about, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair.
You know, and just last Friday, Gene Okerlund and I were in Los Angeles making a movie, Time Masters, and everybody in Los Angeles was talking about the pay-per-view. They were talking about this match, Hogan-Flair. And not only that, they were talking about Vader. They were talking about the Guardian Angel. They were talking about stunning Steve Austin, Steamboat. Everyone's talking about WCW.
Reversal. Well, as they've been saying, wrestling's cool again.
Come on, sir, come on. Watch WCW, put a hold on you. Now break it, ref.
The referee calling for a break here. Bad gives the man the break.
No, you don't do that, Bad.
No, you're right, you don't.
You got him in the corner. You got a count of 5 for disqualification. Choke him for 4 good seconds. It's not hard to figure out. Go in and get him, Johnny, if you want him.
Well, Regal wants him in the corner, and Johnny B. Bad stayed away to the hammerlock again. The point of attack now for Johnny B. Bad has been the arm. Meanwhile, the other arm is in pretty darn good shape, as evident for those European uppercuts. The pickup, no sir, blocked by Bad. Bad blocked it. Forearm to the head. Bad has been rocked again. And a headbutt from Regal. And that put him off his feet.
But like I said, you don't want to get in a punching match with Johnny B. Bad, because he will sucker punch you. Whoa! Double whammy. He not only took the drop kick, his head whipped off that top rope. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
The chant of USA from this capacity crowd on hand at the Orlando Arena. Fireman's Carry takeover. Bad back to the arm again. A one-fall match, the WCW World Television title on the line.
I see sitting in the front row here is a co-star of Thunder in Paradise, Chris Lemon. I guess Hogan's got all the support from all his cronies here.
And what's wrong with that?
Probably snuck in.
but still that right hand able to slip in and knock Johnny B. Bad down.
I'm surprised he held on to the hold.
There's Chris Lemon, co-star of Thunder in Paradise.
Yeah, he's a real lemon, all right. He is, isn't he?
Yes,
So what? Don't look at me like that.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Foot to the head. And Regal. What a grueling opening bout we have of the television title.
What a great opening bout.
Well, these two men are going at it. Oh! On target back! And a quick cover! No! Oh my! Had him standing on that one. People thought it was over. Into the ropes, pick up. Oh, flying hip scissors.
You want to pin him, B-Bad, you got to get him in the middle.
The Bio out of the corner. And now Johnny B. Bad, sensing that the time is now to make his move to become the television champion. Elevates him with a back body drop.
Come on, William, get him on his feet. Get him moving.
He's going for it.
The kiss that don't miss.
He got him. He got him, and Regal goes on the outside, and that saved him.
But he didn't get him good. Had he got him right. Well, that's like picking up the 7-10 split.
A cross body from the outside to the outside, from the inside. Nailed Sir William.
See, don't go after Sir William. You want that title, you've got to beat Sir Regal. You don't have to beat his manager.
What? Wait a minute, he's got the... That's got him! 1, 2.
No, you don't have him.
Regal got out of it. 1, 3, got it!
He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still World Television Champion, Lord Stephen Regal.
Now this isn't right.
Down goes Sir William. And out.
The hat, not the hat.
As the still television champion, Lord Stephen Regal tries to pick up his valet.
That's a disgrace. Look at this, Shivani. Good drop kick. Johnny B. Bad got him good, but he had him in the corner. Had he got him in the middle of the ring, he might have won the match. There you see his lordship holding on to the umbrella of... What, Tony, what? The place is going nuts here. People are yelling and screaming. You wrap it up. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But watch his lordship. He's got enough sense to cradle him. 1, 2, 3.
Your winner and still the television champion is Lord Stephen Regal. Here at Bash at the Beach, the grounds crew is out, as you can see, as we are back with you. The first of 6 matches in the...
I got to go check on something very important that concerns the card tonight. I'll be back with the information a little later.
Well, stay here with me for just a few seconds. Let's talk more about... We've seen Chris Lemon, dignitaries from all over the world are here. Going to get ready to go in the ring with Mean Gene Okerlund, with another dignitary, one of the top superstars in our sport, in just a few moments. But you know, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair has captured the imagination not only of professional wrestling fans, but the entire entertainment industry. Of course, we saw Hulk Hogan recently on Regis and Kathy Lee. He was on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Hulk Hogan is prepared for this match with Ric Flair coming up.
Well, he's going to have to beat Ric Flair to become champion. Flair does not have to beat him. Hogan, I understand, has been running 5 miles a day. George Foreman's been training him. Good. I hope it works. Don't I?
Going to be joined by Jesse the Body Ventura in just a few moments, but right now we go to the ring with Mean Gene Okerlund. Gene?
All right, thank you very much, Tony. And ladies and gentlemen, here in Orlando and around the world, I want to introduce to you one of the greatest wrestlers in the world, certainly Japan's premier superstar. And ladies and gentlemen, not only a great talented wrestler, but also a tremendous human being. Here's a man that was elected recently by a popular vote to the House of Councilors. He is the equivalent of a senator. Please welcome the great Antonio Inoki. here with many dignitaries from Japan, including Maso Saito. And as we can get the translation on this, for all of these great fans, and of course for all of us at World Championship Wrestling, we want to present to Mr. Antonio Inoki on July the 17th, 1994, in recognition of your tremendous contributions to the sport of professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, this plaque and a standing ovation for Antonio Inoki. Wait a minute.
Sir, am I led to believe my eyes here that this man from overseas is receiving a plaque for being an honorable wrestler when a noble Englishman like myself, who's been elected into the House of Lords and has beat everybody that you have to offer, doesn't get an award? Am I led to believe right?
You'll have your day someday, Regal.
I put an end to one legend in this country, and now you have to fly legends, supposed legends, in. I've just come back from Tokyo, where I defeated each and every one of the supposed great stars in Japan. I didn't see this man anywhere to be found.
Are you kidding me? He is a legend in Japan and all over the world.
Listen, beating Muhammad Ali, beating the late great Andre the Giant doesn't wear with me. I am far superior to you, and it's a bloody good job you're retired right now. Else, I'd have to give you a lesson, just like I give Zbyszko one.
Hey, young man. I tell you something, how do you listen? I'm a kid, 23 years.
Don't stop me, I'm gonna play. No, don't. You are lucky. Believe me, you're a lucky man. I'm sick of these so-called bloody legends.
All right. Inoki taking his jacket off, and Lord Steven Regal, the World Television Champion. Turn around here, Jesse, you're on the camera.
Oh.
Tony Schiavone now joined by Jesse the Body Ventura. Great to see Antonio Inoki with us, one of the real legends, like Gene Okerlund says, real superstars in our sport from Japan.
Yes, I had the good fortune. I wrestled Antonio Inoki one time in Tokyo, Japan.
Well, what's up with the Regal? I mean, for crying out loud, he won the television title. He won his match. Shouldn't he just go back to the dressing room, leave well enough alone?
You have to ask him, not me.
Lord Steven Regal, still the television champion. Jesse is with me for the next couple of matches. Good to have you with us here, Your Honor, as we go to the ring. Our next match at Bash at the Beach, Gary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, live from Orlando, Florida, it is set for one fall. Introducing first, to be accompanied by former heavyweight champion, Harley Race, from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 450 pounds, Vader!
I said, what time is it? It's Vader time!
450 pounds! And yes, I know you would agree with me. We are going to see quite a collision here between two of the biggest in WCW.
Well, you got Vader, who's the former WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and when you say heavyweight, you are literally saying heavyweight, because this guy's 450 pounds. That's a heavyweight by any standard.
And as always, immensely competent, intimidating Vader.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Cobb County, Georgia. He weighs 337 pounds. The man who stands for law and order, the Guardian Angel.
Guardian Angel storming the ring. 340 plus. The Angel. The man who stands for law and order. Finally in the ring with Vader. And it was back during our pay-per-view in the month of April, Spring Stampede. The man who stood for Law and Order, stripped by Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel of his nightstick, of his handcuffs. The Guardian Angels came to a television taping of WCW in Atlanta and took this man back with him to the streets of New York. He trained, and he's assaulting Harley Race already.
Oh, but Vader got him. I love it. He took his eyes off Vader, went after Race, and now he's paying for it from the big man.
Well,
And I'll also state, Nick Bockwinkel did the right thing, taking the stick from this guy. Why should anybody have an illegal foreign object and be allowed in the ring with it?
Ray screaming he should be disqualified. My goodness. A spin kick from Vader.
Well, Race may be screaming for disqualification, but I don't think Vader wants a disqualification. I think he wants to do in the Angel.
A pickup. Big move. Picking up Vader. The Angel. Showing his tremendous power. Not intimidated at all by Vader. Angel going to work now. Takes off the head gear. Throws it in Harley Race and a big headbutt. Vader back. Wait a minute.
He's got him up.
Look at this power. Holding the man up with one arm.
Big body slam.
Remember, he goes by the credo, 3 strikes and you're out. He put the number 1 up in the air. That may be number 1. Fans, we have tremendous celebrities. There is all-time home run king Hank Aaron, Antonio Inoki, and the president of WCW, Mr. Bill Shaw, in attendance here at ringside. Good to have him with us. And I apologize on behalf of WCW to Antonio Inoki for the actions of our television champion. And a clothesline back in the ring from the Angel. And Vader rolls on the outside.
Hey, for all you know, how do you know the TV champion wasn't voicing disapproval over Pearl Harbor?
I know better than that. He's taking on everybody. Down goes Harley Race. Oh, the big Vader bomb from behind. And once again, second time here that the Guardian Angel has been caught looking at Harley Race.
That's right. He's paying more attention to Harley Race than he is to Vader. And that could prove to be his undoing this evening, Tony. He needs to pay attention to Vader, not Race.
Vader back in the ring, and the Guardian Angel still prone on the outside. Race got ready to put a boot to the head, but referee Jimmy Jett quick to intercept there. This is a very tough spot for the Guardian Angel to try to crawl back in the ring, Jeff. Duck your head, take your eyes off a guy like Vader. Vader just hammering away in the corner.
Now they're going toe-to-toe. The Angel's trying to fight his way back on Big Vader.
And the Angel turned him around in the corner. Incredible. Vader, here he goes. Oh my. 450 collides with 340. 800 plus pounds colliding there. Incredible.
Guardian Angel down on the mat, and Big Vader stalking him.
Vader up. Sunset flip. Oh, he sat right down on him.
And he missed it. Vader did not get him hooked around the waist, Tony. That's why he went down. That allowed the Angel the breathing room to drop on him.
You're right, Jess. He walked into it, though, and Vader with a open hand shot to the eyes. Vader standing clothesline. Oh, he almost knocked his head off of that one. Vader from behind, grabbing the Angel. I don't know what he's going to do next. Oh, he's put on a wrestling hold, a submission hold. You know, Vader has competed in Japan, and Antonio Inoki knows him very, very well. Of course, in Japan, they love the submission holds. This may be sending a a message to Antonio Inoki.
Well, right now, Vader, you can hear Race, pull it and break it. Pull it and break it, says Harley Race.
And a crossface, look at that. And that massive 450 pounds down on the back of his head, just grinding his face into the canvas. He's got a 2, and the Angel, as you can tell, enabling to get the right shoulder up.
Angel not ready to be pinned yet. He's firing away. Oh, he's coming back with a series of right hands, trying to hammer Vader.
Boy, this is a high-impact matchup we have at Bash at the Beach. A pickup.
And Vader returns the body slam for good measure.
Watch out. Vader, middle turnbuckle, all the way down. Another version of the Vader bomb. Harley Race saying, go up top again.
Yep, good call, Tony. You can see him pointing to the buckle. Race is telling him, go up and do it one more.
And that's what he's going to do here.
The problem with this, though, is he has to take his eye off his opponent.
That's a good point.
That's the danger he puts himself in. He's going to the top.
Moonsault! He hurt himself on the moonsault.
They're both hurting.
Can you imagine at 450 pounds this incredible athlete Vader doing a moonsault?
Race is up on the apron. Race is going to the top.
And Race is in. Vader's out. Oh, Harley Race takes a spin on the outside.
What a right hand. He tagged Vader with that. He's going. He headbutts Race. He's taking both of them on, and the referee's allowing it to happen.
Suplex outside in. The fans are loving this one here.
Whoa, shoulder caught the referee. He shouldered Vader. Hey, Race just handed him. Whoa, what the hell is that?
That's a nightstick. That's one of those telescopic nightsticks. Vader's got it.
Now the Angel's got it.
The Angel's got the nightstick. Is he going to hit him with it? Harley Race has the referee. He's not going to hit him with it. He's a guardian angel. He's not going to hit him with it.
There's the bell.
He didn't even hit him with it. He's a guardian angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Guardian Angel has been disqualified. The winner of the match is Vader!
Oh, wait a minute! He didn't even hit him with that nightstick!
Well, you gotta remember, Tony, intent is half of the law, I guess.
Vader gets the win here on our Bash at the Beach telecast. And Vader is Guardian Angel is irate. And he should be, Jesse.
Well, I agree with you, Tony. He didn't do anything, but they caught him with the object in his hand and chose to disqualify. That's a referee's discretion call right there.
Well, he's a Guardian Angel. He declined to use the object. Good for the Guardian Angel, and too bad for the Guardian Angel that had to happen to him against Vader. Getting ready to go to a big tag match, but before we go, Jess, I'll be interested to get your comments on Hogan versus Flair coming up later on.
I already made my pick, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Okay, there you hear it from Jesse the Body Ventura, but you know, we, as Mean Gene Okerlund said, we are having live behind-the-scenes interviews on the Wrestling Hotline. With us is Chris Cruz. I think we can take a look at Chris right now. There's Mike Tenay with him, and they are talking to many of the top superstars. As you see Terry Funk getting ready to come to the ring, they want to talk to Terry Funk. And we will be on the hotline throughout the entire evening. Chris Cruz back there. Make sure you give us a call at 1-900-909-9900. Kids, get your parents' permission before you call. And fans, don't forget that we will be on the hotline with the commentary from Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. Now, a lot has been going on between the Rhodes family and the Funk family. It all started back when the natural Dustin Rhodes had a tremendous matchup against one Bunkhouse Buck, as we take you back to the month of April all the way until now. Colonel Parker's giving Buck something.
So what? You can do anything.
Oh, he walked into it.
Two. He got him. Do you realize that you can't ever get me off of here? You can't get me off of here because I won't leave.
Well, listen.
I can talk about people like that egg-sucking dog Dusty Rhodes. Now that old-timer, I'd like to whip on him, but I can't beat him because he's a son of a carpenter. But what I can do is whip on the son of a carpenter. And you haven't seen the last of me tonight, have you?
I guess we
And
are.
I don't intend on leaving.
Funk, enough is enough.
No. I am not leaving at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the bull rope match, the natural Dustin Rhodes.
It's Terry Funk. Terry Funk. Has attacked Dustin Rhodes.
Boy, he caught him with that branding iron.
He's opened him up. He's bleeding profusely, and they're not finished yet.
And where's Daddy when you need him? Hey, he wanted it. He asked for it. This is what they do at the old bull rope in the old corral.
Like a wild man, Terry Funk destroying Dustin Rhodes before our eyes, and we need some help in here.
You saw me last week, I'm asking you again. Please, help me take care of Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck. Be my partner.
Oh, that's the big, tall order, if you will, Arn Anderson.
I'll tell you this, Dustin, I can't tell you tonight, but I will do this for you, one way or the other. I'm going to Clash of Champions, as I'm sure you are, to watch Sting and Flair in that unification match. I'll make you one promise. I'll let you know at the Clash Thursday night, one way or the other. We may get hurt real bad, but I expect that. We may get fined a lot of money. We may get hurt permanent. But if I take this match, Dustin Rhodes, under these conditions, understand one thing. We're turning the hurting around, and we're putting it on them. My answer is, yeah, I'll be glad to be your partner.
All right, so Arn Anderson agreed to be the partner of the natural Dustin Rhodes as we get set for this big tag match.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dustin couldn't have picked a better guy than Arn Anderson, the enforcer, because he's a guy, if he says he'll stand with you, Tony Schiavone, he will go back-to-back with you.
Fans in the state of Florida, even up, I understand, in Savannah, Georgia, the Ron and Ron radio show is red hot. Now, before the matches began, live on pay-per-view tonight, we had a very special match earlier in the night. Ron Diaz and Ron Bennington were in the corners. The Sassy Boys, Fast Eddie and Fez Whatley, two men took on Molly McShane. Now, Ron Diaz was in Molly's corner and Ron Bennington in the Sassy Boys corner. And they were here earlier in the evening, and there was some action earlier in the evening here, Jess.
Yeah, and what's that goofy Jimmy Hart doing in there? He's the referee,
He was the special referee for this special match. One woman against two men. Watch out, a big roll up here. And that was it. Molly McShane, as Ron Diaz was in her corner, defeated both the Sassy Boys here.
Ha.
So how about that?
I think you could have gone in and beat the Sassy Boys, Tony.
Well, maybe I will next time. Would you be my tag partner?
Get Lois, she's better.
All right, so that happened, and our thanks to Ron and Ron, the members of the Ron and Ron radio show, for helping us with promoting Bash at the Beach. Tremendous crowd on hand, like we said, full to the rafters here in the Orlando Arena. They are waiting for more great action. It's time for our tag team grudge match, if you will, as we go back to the ring and Gary Cappetta.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following grudge tag team event here live at Bash at the Beach. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the greatest promoter on the face of the earth, Colonel Robert Parker, and Meng from Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing 261 pounds, Bunkhouse Buck. His tag team partner from the Double Cross Ranch of Amarillo, Texas, Terry Funk.
I always feel kind of unsafe to be at ringside when Terry Funk's in the ring. Watch out now. Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck are here. And we await the arrival of Dustin Rhodes and the enforcer Arn Anderson.
And let's not forget the Colonel and Ming are outside the ring.
The Colonel shaking hands with the referee, for crying out loud.
The Colonel's a gentleman.
Yeah, right.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, introducing first, from Austin, Texas, weighing 261 pounds, the natural, Dustin Rhodes. His tag team partner from Minnesota, 248 pounds, the enforcer, Arn Anderson.
Dustin Rhodes, a very concerned look on his face, determined look. Of course, I'm sure his father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, is watching on. This has to be, you may agree with me, Jesse, this has to be probably the most important match of the youngster's career. And Dustin has had many titles in this sport.
Well, I'll tell you what, this isn't going to be any titles involved here. This is going to be a survival match. Because we all know Bunkhouse Buck and Dustin don't get along, and as you alluded to earlier, the Rhodes and the Funk family go back many, many, many years. Terry Funk, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Arn Anderson saying, let me start.
In fact, Tony, if I can add in, I wrestled Funk to a 1-hour draw in Seattle, Washington, 1976.
Wow. Arn Anderson to start with Bunkhouse Buck. Colonel Parker said during the telecast he had a surprise for Dustin Rhodes. Well, I'm sure he can't surprise Dustin any more than what's happened to him. And it's something to see that Dustin Rhodes, member of the Rhodes family, would go to the Anderson family to get his partner in this battle against Colonel Parker and, of course, Terry Funk, Bunkhouse Buck.
Well, I think if it gets down to wrestling between Arn Anderson and Bunkhouse Buck, Arn Anderson with a big advantage there.
They want Dustin in. And Arn Anderson makes the tag. And immediately, here we go. The rage that built up in this young man. After what happened to him, and you saw it during the bull rope match at Slamboree in Philadelphia, being attacked by Terry Funk, and Dustin wasting no time.
Dustin's going right after Terry Funk and knocks him out to the floor.
Funk hit the safety rail, and Dustin not letting him in. The fight goes on the apron. Dustin Rhodes nailing Terry Funk with right hand.
And you can bet he's saying to him, here's one for the old man.
Terry Funk, he was drawing back to hit Ming, who didn't flinch at all. That's how goofy he is. When he makes his way over here, you stand in front of him.
Hopefully he won't get over here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Funk with Rhodes now. Whoa, he's going to deliver back. Big chop. Another one. And now we'll find out if Dustin can take it. Big left hand to the abdominal area. Picks him up. Body slam. Whoa. Terry Funk planted him, Tony.
Former heavyweight champion of the world, Terry Funk, had many battles. He and his brother with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. He was telling Dustin to get up, and by golly, he got up. Down goes Buck.
Oh, and he threw him over the top. That should have been a disqualification.
Yeah, it should have. Over the top goes Buck. The referee didn't see either one.
Now, how come you're not yelling now, Shivani?
Well,
anytime it happens to your favorites, you sit and yell about it. Now when Dustin Rhodes does it, you say nothing.
Well, I think special circumstances dictate.
And you call me a politician?
Yeah, you are one.
Oh, yeah, right. Special circumstances dictate it. I'll tell you what, Dustin Rhodes showed me, though, he's turning into a wily veteran, being able to get away with that.
That's right.
Behind the referee's back.
Sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
I just want you to remember that quote, Schiavone.
Atomic drop.
Another one. Whoa.
Dustin Rhodes taking on everyone. And you can better believe, we talked about butterflies earlier. The butterflies were rolling, the adrenaline flowing with that young man earlier in the day. He's usually very, very jovial in the locker room before the matches, very talkative. That was not the case earlier today with the natural Dustin Rhodes. He knew what he had to do. He knew what he was up against, and he's taking it right to these men. But wait a minute, Funk's got him. And Terry Funk caught him with a belly to back.
Well, remember one thing, when it comes to experience, Terry Funk has seen it all. Whoa, and look at Funk hurt himself with that headbutt. Manages to go over and tag Bunkhouse Buck. Quick boot to the head on Dustin Rhodes.
The whip in. No share. Dustin ducked. And then missed. Whoa! Dustin took a nasty spill down the steps on the outside.
And here comes Funk after him. Terry Funk, who will take the match anywhere in the building. He'll wrestle it in the ring. Whoa, into the rail. Funk will wrestle in the ring if the ring happens to be there. And look at all that garbage Johnny B. Bad left out here. That's despicable. Looks like they're wrestling in a garbage pit after he's done.
I think Dustin may have hurt his arm, and Arn Anderson checking with him now. He took a nasty spill down the steps, and enabling Terry Funk just to wail away here.
And look at this, the referee's tied up in the ring, and Funk doing the dirty work out on the railing.
Dustin back in. And Bunkhouse Buck to the small of the back. You know, we talk so much about the animosity between the Funks and the Rhodes, and how the Rhodes family and the Anderson family came together for this match. Let's not discount the abilities of this man from Bucksnort, Tennessee, Bunkhouse Buck. He's as tough as they come, Jess.
Absolutely, especially in a match of this caliber where it's more fighting than wrestling. Him and Terry Funk are made for each other.
Terry Funk's got a chair on the outside. Meanwhile, Bunkhouse Buck
plants Dustin with a big slam and then a kick with those boots right in the head.
Those are not your normal wrestling boots. Those are cowboy boots with hard soles. You can take a corner of that sole and really do damage on a guy's head.
Abdominal stretch, and he's got it in his third of the ring, and look at Funk. Look at Funk helping out from the apron. And the pressure.
Tag out, yes or no?
Referee's not going to allow it, but they don't care.
No, they don't. He's trying to get Terry Funk out, but Buck goes out, and as Anderson comes in, the match continues with Terry Funk, and he's going to try a reverse neck breaker here. Whoa!
There's the cover. It could be over.
And look at Terry Funk. And Dustin trying to get back to his feet. This youngster, just like his father, will never give up.
He may not have to give up now.
I can tell you right now, he's going to have to be out cold. Here's a cover.
Or his partner's going to save him.
Anderson.
I believe had not Arn Anderson stepped in there, Tony, it was over.
Dustin goes down hard from a shoulder block from Terry Funk. Terry Funk staggering. He goes down. Trying to get to his corner, he did. And Buck in, and now the youngster Dustin Rhodes, who has had 98% of this match, is in again. Terry Funk spills on the outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, the big boot to the jaw. Head first.
Into the buckle, and again they cut the ring off. They keep Dustin Rhodes in his corner. You think Dustin don't wish that Arn would have got in there now?
You are looking live at the Orlando Arena. Capacity crowd. They are everywhere. As we say, swinging for the rafters. Good to have you with us on this historic night in professional wrestling, when Hogan and Flair finally get it on. Meanwhile, Dustin Rhodes is getting double team pounded. And Arn Anderson.
Anderson trying to get in there, but look at the referee pushing Arn back.
That's not helping matters at all.
Not a bit.
Dustin courageously trying to fight out. This young man's fighting everybody.
Look at this. Dustin's fighting his way out of the corner.
Right hand. The Rhodes elbow. Look at Dustin Rhodes go. He's taking them both off. Bunkhouse Buck landed a pile in the ring.
Funk's covering the wrong guy. He's trying to pin his partner.
Into the up and down goes Terry Funk. To the ropes again. Dustin. What determination and drive the young man has. No wonder he's been a champion in a short period of time. But Jess, he needs to get out of there.
Absolutely he does. He's got a fresh Arn Anderson on the apron. He's letting his ego get in the way here.
Out goes Buck. Who's the legal man, is it?
I'm not sure.
We've lost count.
The only guy I know that for sure is legal is Dustin. I think Funk is.
One. Terry Funk kicked out. Buck up top. Dustin fighting both men. It's a one-man fight. And that's the way he wanted it. It was his battle. He wanted Arn Anderson to help him out. Arn is there in his corner, but Dustin is taking the bulk of this match. And now Colonel Parker.
And there's a tag.
Arn Anderson.
And his crowd go crazy for Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson just DDT'd Dustin.
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match, the team of Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk.
Arn Anderson came in and DDT'd Dustin Rhodes and then put Terry Funk on top of him.
Right out of the blue, Schiavone. Who'd have thought?
Now what are they doing?
Who would have thought?
What are they doing?
Here comes Ming. What's Ming gonna do?
Arn Anderson stomping on the arm. He's stomping, and Dustin is hurt. He's hurt badly here. And now all three of them stomping away at Dustin, and his hand is hurt, his arm. Stopped by Arn Anderson.
I'll tell you what, Dustin better make sure of his partner next time, if there ever is a next time.
WCW officials are in. Doug Dillinger, Greg Gagne's in. Another referee, they're still kicking Dustin Rhodes. Arn Anderson is showing his true colors now. Boy, that's a classic Anderson move.
And here he was, your hero before tonight, Schiavone. How quick you change your mind, don't you?
Well, we have sent Mean Gene Okerlund to the entranceway. Hopefully he'll get a chance to talk to Arn Anderson. Look at this.
Here's the replay. There's Arn Anderson driving Dustin Rhodes down with a DDT move right there. And then he goes over, grabs Terry Funk, pulls Terry Funk on top, jumps out of the ring, and the referee counts 1, 2, 3. Funk and Bunkhouse Buck, the winners with a little help from Arn.
Oh, for crying out loud. Guess maybe what, was he bought off or something? All right, the Scene is still in the ring right now. We go to Mean Gene Okerlund, who will try to talk to these men as they come towards him, Gene.
Well, I thank you very much, Tony Schiavone. That is perhaps one of the most disgusting, one of the most despicable things I have ever seen. I can't believe it. Greed has had to have reared its ugly head again. Something's happened here. Something is amiss. Arn Anderson, who do you think what are you trying to pull? How could you turn on your own partner?
You want to talk to me, Okerlund?
I want to talk to you.
Come on back to the party. We're celebrating right now.
All right, I apparently am not going to get anything out of Arn Anderson. This capacity crowd on hand here is absolutely appalled at what they have just seen. Arn Anderson has turned on Dustin Rhodes, and as a result, well, you saw the conclusion of that match. It was Dustin Rhodes going all alone and going down to defeat at the hands of Bunkhouse Buck and Terry Funk. This is the Bash at the Beach, and what I have seen in this particular match, Tony, I'm not real happy with. Let's go back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Mean Gene Okerlund. Yes, the natural Dustin Rhodes, we understand, possibly has a broken arm, but Hank Aaron, Aaron, good to have you with us, the all-time home run king at ringside, and a great ovation from our thousands upon thousands of fans here in Orlando. Hank, thanks for being here. I tell you, we're seeing some great action tonight.
It certainly is, and I'm enjoying myself very much.
In just a few moments, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, the match everybody's been waiting for. Who do you think's going to win?
I don't know. I'm pulling for both of them.
Pulling for both of them right now.
No doubt Hank's going to run for president in 4 years.
That's right. I'm a great politician.
Well, Hank, it's always good having you with us here.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure everybody's enjoying themselves, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Hank Aaron, the all-time home run champion, with us here as part of our many celebrities on hand.
So-so hitter.
Fans, the next big pay-per-view for World Championship Wrestling is coming up in the month of September. It is a Fall Brawl. Of course, last year, Fall Brawl, as you know, featured War Games, The Match Beyond, and of course, War Games will be a part of Fall Brawl this year once again. Sunday, September 18th at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, the next big pay-per-view for World Championship Wrestling. Of course, we still have a lot more to go. What about Arn Anderson, what he did to Dustin Rhodes?
Well, Dustin Rhodes had it coming. He should have beat the whole family up. But from where I was standing, the way it looked to me, Dustin Rhodes has a broken arm, a badly broken arm. Dusty, bring the pickup truck and take your kid home.
Well, Dusty, I'm sure at home watching exactly what happened. Of course, Dusty, as you know, wrestled for many years here in the state of Florida, but give Dustin a lot of credit. The youngster taking on two men at one time during that matchup, and it had to end up that way. And unfortunate. Hopefully, we'll get an update from Mean Gene maybe a little bit later on about the condition of the natural Dustin Rhodes. So still to come, we have U.S. heavyweight title, Ricky Steamboat against Stunning Steve Austin. The World Tag Team title, Pretty Wonderful, to go up against Cactus Jack and Kevin Sullivan. And Hulk Hogan to face the man standing by right now with Mean Gene Okerlund. Let's go to Mean Gene with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
All right, Tony Schiavone, I'm with Sensuous Sherry and the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World with a big smile, a big grin on his face, Ric Flair.
How about Double A? How about it? Is he back? I guess he is. Dustin Rhodes, what you gonna do when Double A runs wild on you?
You've got other things to contemplate tonight. The biggest match of your career, Ric Flair. There is no doubt about it. Standing by on the wings to challenge you for this title is none other than Hulk Hogan.
I walked in the door. They said, Nature Boy, S.R.O. Standing room only to see Hogan and Flair go at it for this. I said, boys, that's just the way the Hulkster and the Nature Boy want it. We want it sold out. We want it live. We want it worldwide. Dignitaries from all points of the world are here. And Noki, Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank, Big Shot, Kilo O'Neal, they're all here. But you know why? Because the greatest of all time is gonna walk that aisle. And tonight, the immortal one becomes history, right, sensuous one?
That's right, Gene Okerlund. For years and years, you've been saying to be the man, you got to beat the man. Ric Flair is always the man. Ric Flair has nothing to prove. You, Hulk Hogan, are the challenger. You, Hulk Hogan, are the one that has a failing career. You, Hulk Hogan, have to beat the man to be the man.
We are Limousine Rock, kiss stealing, wheeling dealers, winners and champions of the WCW. Woo!
Thank you very much, Ric Flair, champion, and a very lovely, sensuous Sherry. Let's get back to ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is for the United States Heavyweight Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first, the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing 237 pounds, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Well, Bobby the Brain Heenan on a night when the entire world celebrates professional wrestling. The two greatest champions of all time will collide. It's fitting that Ricky Steamboat, without a doubt a great champion, former world heavyweight champion, would get his shot at a title once again, I would think.
Well, it don't get any better than this, Schiavone. Yeah, the Dragon could walk out of here champion very easily. He's done it before.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, ready to breathe fire.
Guy's a human bick.
Steamboat, who ended the world television title reign of the man who's now the U.S. champion as he makes his way to the ring.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, he's from Hollywood, California. He weighs 253 pounds, and he is the United States Heavyweight Champion, Stunning Steve Austin.
Stunning Steve Austin, United States Heavyweight Champion. He knows Ricky Steamboat quite well. Like I said, he was the World Television Champion for 18 months, and that title reign was ended by Ricky Steamboat the Dragon. Steamboat and Austin, no strangers at all. And of course, two of the finest in World Championship Wrestling, Brain.
Well, you're gonna see a classic match here. You're gonna see wrestling, you're gonna see aerial moves, and you're gonna see a good old fight. Because Austin's can do it all.
The U.S. Heavyweight title belt, Randy Anderson the referee, and we are set to go. Well, so far, Lord Steven Regal retains the television title. Well, wait a minute. We'll get back to that in a moment. Stunning Steve seeing the opportunity and going at it.
I'm trying to get a report on Dustin Rhodes. I sent one of my aides to the backroom area.
One of your aides to the back, huh?
That's right. I'll find out very shortly the condition of Dustin Rhodes. I mean, who really cares?
Well, we do.
Oh!
Chop. Stunning Steve, not only the former television champion, world tag team champion, seems like his entire career in WCW has been a champion. Steamboat's first title was the television title, and he beat Ric Flair to become the television champion years ago. He's been the world heavyweight champion, 8 times the world tag team champion, U.S. champion on many occasions.
Whoa!
He hit the ring post. One of the greats in our sport.
What do? Write resumes for Steamboat?
No. We have a lot of fans watching our telecast, watching WCW for the first time. Steamboat walks the top rope, pounds down on the arm of Stunning Steve. Now, Stunning Steve had himself a manager, Colonel Rob Parker, who you saw orchestrate that double cross with Arn Anderson on Dustin Rhodes. But Colonel Parker thought that he was best suited to be on his own, that he would devote his time to Terry Funk and Bunkhouse Buck. So, as you can see, the man who has Dragon Slayer on the back of his tights.
Well, he's in there with the Dragon. And stick around, I bet the Dragon gets slayed.
You're right, Brain, he is in with the Dragon.
See, I know it all.
Drop kick! Steve was going up top, and the drop kick got him caught.
Oh, that could tear his knee up. That could tear your knee up. Come on, ref, count him out.
Steamboat seizing the opportunity.
A man's at a total disadvantage. The referee's got to step in.
Austin bounces away to the other corner.
You know, Austin's taking a heck of a beating in a short period of time.
Yes, he is.
He ran his shoulder. Ran his shoulder into the ring post. He hung upside down, hung out to dry.
Reverse kick. Now they're in a neutral position. Actually, Steamboat's got an armbar on. Into the full arm dragon twist. Using the hair now. Austin, what's it? Gut shot by Steamboat.
Ooh.
Wow, that was a vicious chop.
That'll stop your clock.
And up with an arm.
I went back to the dressing room area to look at Hogan's room to see what's going on back there in his dressing room area.
Yeah.
Place is jammed with security. There's going to be 500 people back there.
Over the top. And again.
Uh-oh, this don't look good. This don't look good, Schiavone. That knee gave out on him.
Yeah. That's an old Hollywood Blonde trick. And Steamboat doesn't realize it now. The fans here know.
Well, he was just hung upside down. All the pressure was on his knee. Now they should give him about a 20-minute rest here.
Yeah, what?
Well, it happened outside the ring.
He's getting his break. Randy Anderson sending Steamboat out, saying the man is hurt. There you go. Steamboat doing the right thing here. In the corner, feels him out. Steamboat didn't get up high. That one was right in the abdominal region, that drop kick. He was too close to his opponent. Nevertheless, it spilled Stunning Steve through the ropes on the near side.
But he's got a 10 count. He's got to take advantage of that 10 count. Roll in just at 9. Now, he's not playing possum, Schiavone. His knee's hurt.
I don't really think he is hurt. Trying to buy some time, and he's effectively done so now for the second straight time. Pulling the leg. Wait a minute. Looks like he's standing and walking okay now. Steamboat got too close.
Must be a trick knee.
Yeah. Trying to trick Steamboat.
That's not hard to do.
Steamboat with a sleeper.
Get to the ropes, get to the ropes.
He's on his back.
Austin's going the wrong way.
Head first, turnbuckle, rode him up. 2. No, sir, he couldn't get him. Oh, my. That was a close one.
Boy, you know the difference in a half a second? You know the difference in all the money, all the fame, all the fortune? Your career can change overnight in a half a second.
Well, that's one of the things that makes this sport great, Brain. You know that
No,
as well as
I'm
I.
one of the things that make this sport great.
Well, you're another one of the things that makes this sport, I guess. Another thing is capacity crowds, and there you see them.
Look at that. Look at that. We are rolling, Schiavone.
We are. WCW, what the world is watching now.
His best bet is to keep Austin grounded. Keep him on that mat. Austin gets on his feet, he's going to start dictating his kind of a match.
Exactly. Think of all the years Steamboat, all the championship matches, all the big nights Steamboat has had. So close to becoming world champion back at Spring Stampede. Many people thought he did defeat Flair that night. They had to go a return match that Flair won.
There goes that trick knee.
Yeah, boy, did it ever go.
Sometimes it goes the other way, sometimes it goes to the side. You never know with something like that.
Oh my! Down goes Steamboat. He bounces back up with both men. Obviously winded, dazed, battered here. A pickup.
Arm's starting to feel a little better.
Yeah, I bet it is. His arm, huh? What about that knee?
You never know when that'll flare up again.
Right hand. And an elbow. Steamboat back up. Just to be knocked back. Steamboat will not stay down. Look at Steamboat get up.
You should work at a shooting gallery. Just leave him there. Those green bags are garbage.
Got a lot of tumbles down that staircase tonight.
Well, Steamboat didn't miss a step.
Stunning Steve hooks him now. He's going to try an outside-in suplex. One, two. Steamboat kicked away. It'll take more than that to keep Steamboat down. A simple suplex. Stunning Steve hooks him again. Steamboat over the top. Ricky Steamboat. Oh my goodness, it's a chokehold from Steamboat. Where did that come from? One, two.
God. Come on.
What?
Kick out. I'm talking. I'm cheering. I'm excited.
You shouldn't.
Why?
Middle of the road here, Brain. Non-partial. Oh my, arm drag takeover.
You know, I don't really care for Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but you got to admit he's a consummate athlete. He goes back to the same hole that got him there. Back to wrestling, back to basics. That's why he's won so many titles.
Keeping Austin down. Austin, who said moments ago he thought his arm was starting to feel better. He can't be feeling too good right now. He's on the canvas. Steamboat's on him. The United States Heavyweight Championship on the line here.
Referee's asking if he wants to give it up. Austin's not a quitter, though. Not like Steamboat.
Neither one.
Oh, we've always known Steamboat's a quitter.
No,
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah, but you've never seen anything in the ring that would make you think that, and you know that as well as I do.
Don't tell me what I know.
That's the brain, by the way.
That's the other part of the anatomy.
Steamboat with a wrist lock on, down on the canvas. Steamboat, who likes matches to go a long time because of his conditioning. I mean, you're talking about a guy who could go an hour. I've seen him wrestle over an hour.
Oh, I bet.
But remember,
But you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the match. You get paid more if you win than if you lose. So why not knock the guy off as quick as you can?
I've seen Steamboat where they would go 60 minutes. The time would run out. They'd come back. The next rematch, Steamboat and Flair, a 90-minute time limit. And go most of that.
Oh! Steve could have him here.
No, sir. Two count. The fans thought it was over. One, two, and Stunning Steve kicks out on a two.
Well, this could go any way at any time.
Steve picked him up. What's he gonna do? Whoa!
Oh my goodness. He not only hit his back, he hit his head. Of course, that won't hurt him.
Steve snapped him down.
Knock a few feathers loose, but that's about it.
From the waist lock. And you gotta wonder if Steamboat can get back up here.
Steve's got to go get him now. You can't waste any time with the Dragon.
The Dragon's still down, and Austin wasting a lot of time from that last move to that knee. And that may have been a mistake. Austin really being nonchalant here. Now he's rubbing Steamboat's face in. Now why, after that sensational move, would he not try to pin a man?
Well, it's obvious he knows the man's beat. So now he's going to have some fun. Now he's going to embarrass the Dragon. I'm not in the ring. I don't know what Austin's thinking.
Stunning Steve is at the middle turnbuckle. Steamboat has not moved. Oh, wow. The knee to the back of the head.
Turn out the lights. The Dragon's been slayed.
Look at Steamboat using all of his energy to get back to his feet. It's incredible he can still stand. Steamboat says, come on, get me.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Yeah. Steamboat can take it. Look at it.
Come on, champ. Lay him in. Oof.
Steamboat pushes him off. Says, come on, get me again. Maybe Steamboat's going to try to wear him out.
He hit his head too hard. He don't know where he's at. He don't know who he is.
This may be his strategy to wear down the U.S. champion.
Oh, you mean just hope that Stunning Steve Austin breaks a hand or breaks the wrist by pounding on it. Great strategy.
Steamboat! The catapult! Steamboat's got it!
He's got him!
1, 2!
No!
A 2. Oh, down goes Steamboat again. Incredible ability from both men to take a blow, to take punishment, and to keep bouncing back. And Steamboat again is on his feet, daring Austin to come get him.
Why would you tell a guy to keep coming, the guy that's beating your butt all over the ring? You must be nuts.
Steamboat wants to get those chops in, and that one rang out through the arena here. The home of the Magic, the Orlando Arena, home of the biggest night ever in our sport.
As soon as Michael Buffer introduces both contestants, Hogan and Flair, history will be made.
Swinging neck breaker. And Austin, boy, he's waiting a long time to make a cover. That enables Steamboat to get out without a problem.
A little too nonchalant for me.
I think Austin could have won this match on many occasions, but his arrogance preventing him from doing so. Look at this.
Now spin, spin, you can take his head off.
Oh, that's nice. A reverse chin lock from a standing position. The ankles are clenched together tightly around the head of Steamboat, around the neck, and now Steamboat finally gets to move up.
I don't like the position Austin's in right now.
That's right, Steamboat could, and maybe. Oh, he didn't have enough to get to his feet there. Head first. Two count, no, Austin's away.
Kind of a slow count, too.
Nothing wrong with those counts.
Well, the first one was a little slow.
1, 2, Steamboat again gets out. Austin now trying all he can. You know, Austin's got to be getting frustrated. I mean, he has hit Steamboat with everything.
And you know as well as I, Tony, when you get frustrated, that's when you make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, a man like Ricky the Dragon will capitalize on it. And you'll go home with a light suitcase because you won't have the belt.
Steamboat's got to be expending a lot of energy just trying to get out of this penny predicament. Fans behind Steamboat now as the Dragon gets the legs up just in the nick of time. Both feet. Austin is down. Steamboat valiantly back up again.
I can't believe it. He's back on his feet. Now he's down on his knees. It's like an elevator.
Look at Stunning Steve.
Like the stock market. He's up for a while, then he's down.
On the ropes.
Ride him, cowboy.
Hi, everybody.
I like that.
I'm sure you do.
He is in his face, isn't
He's
he?
the epitome of arrogance. There's no question about it, Stunning Steve. What's he doing here?
He's got that bad knee, you know.
Yeah, I know. The stun gun! Steamboat turning the tables on Stunning Steve. The stun gun, one of his premier moves.
But I don't think Steamboat really knows where he is right now. Good move, Austin. Go for the sidelines. Go for the apron. So last thing Steamboat wants is to get counted out.
A knee to the gut. Steamboat hit his jaw. And Stunning Steve now, we might get a count out going. Watch out!
Oh my, did you hear that?
Smack to the ring post. And
Oh, he's-
Steamboat!
This could be it. This could be it. I don't like the looks of this.
The big axe handle. He's not gonna pin him in.
He had him. He had him.
The whip in. Up and down.
Steamboat's got his second win. That's not good.
And a 2 count. Austin gets out. Incredible. Austin immediately to the eyes. He tried to throw Steamboat over the top.
No, he didn't. Steamboat
Yes, he
jumped
did.
over.
He tried to throw him over the top. That would have been a disqualification, but Steamboat held on.
Are you saying he was trying to deliberately get disqualified?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I mean, right in front of the referee, dumped him over the top rope.
Now look at Steamboat now. Like I said, he's got his second win. He smells victory. He thinks he has Austin exactly where he wants him.
Look, he tried again.
That was a desperation move. He did not try to get disqualified.
And he didn't hit the floor. The match continued.
He's
Steamboat,
down.
2. A 2 count.
Back and forth, back and forth. What a
Rolls
match.
him up. 1, 2.
He's, no.
Double leg pickup. Over the top. Austin gets out again.
It's about the 7th or 9th different way he's trying to beat the man.
Austin obviously trying to get disqualified so he can hang on to the title and go home with it.
All he's got to do is punch the ref in the yap.
A pickup. We may get a pile driver. Steamboat reverses. Austin reverses Steamboat.
Looks like a ride at the fair.
Steamboat reverses Austin.
Oh, no. They are going nuts here in Orlando. What a match, Schiavone.
Ricky Steamboat going for the big one. And Austin tried to put the referee in front of him.
No, he didn't. The referee dove out of the way.
He grabbed the referee and put him in front. He's going to disqualify him.
Now, let me hear what he's saying here. They're right above us.
See the referee.
Steamboat saying, no, I fought him this long, this hard. Don't throw away my opportunity now. Let the match go.
The referee was going to disqualify Stunning Steve. And the match is going to continue.
Well, he had no reason to disqualify him or even
He
attempt
had
to.
3 reasons to. Steamboat, ducking, Steamboat, crossbody. Austin 1, 2.
No.
1, 2, 3 in the ropes.
He got him. He got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and still United States Heavyweight Champion, Stunning Steve Austin.
Well, he tried to get disqualified many times.
Yeah, but look at Steamboat here. The man's totally in a bad position. He's in a very bad way, Stunning Steve Austin. But Steamboat, the dirty wrestler he is, stays on Stunning Steve. And he's on him. He's on him. Look at this. Steamboat ducks out of the way. Cross body. Rolled up. It went back and forth like this the whole match. 1, 2. Austin got his feet accidentally hooked on the ropes. Hey, I'm sorry. That's the way it is. The winner, still United States champion, Stunning Steve Austin.
Unbelievable. Maybe it was the trick knee that got hooked up on the ropes.
Well, you never know. An injury like that, it can happen all the time. You know as much about that as anybody else, Shivani.
Stunning Steve once again steals one away, and he is still the U.S. Heavyweight Champion. Tremendous match on behalf of both men, Ricky Steamboat and Stunning Steve Austin. Fans, as you know, as we've been saying, a special behind-the-scenes look at Bash at the Beach. Chris Cruz is back there right now talking to many of the great WCW superstars. Talking right now to Paul Orndorff and Paul Roma as they get ready to come in the ring with a tag team match.
Is that Chris Cruz or Dr. Kevorkian?
That's Chris Cruz. There's Mike Tenay back there with him. 1-900-909-9900. Fans, make sure you give us a call on the wrestling hotline right now. Special behind-the-scenes interviews. It's been a big night so far.
Pick me a winner. Pick me a winner in the next match.
Kevin Sullivan, Cactus Jack.
Why do you think that?
Because they're so unpredictable, there's no way to defend against them.
No way to defend against them. It's simple. You get them that big, nice sports coat they like. You know, the one that ties behind in the back that they wear so nice at the nut house where they reside? That's how you beat them, pal.
Speaking of the back, let's go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
Back.
A second, gentlemen, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Arn Anderson, I want to get in here. What? Hey, wait a minute. I've got credentials. I can go anywhere.
Come on in here. Hey,
I want to talk to Arn.
This is a private party here. As you can see, we're smoking cigars, drinking beer, and drinking some champagne. Hold this glass there for me, G. Watch this something good right here, huh? We're going to pop the top here, boys. Hey, how about that Arn Anderson? #1 man right there, brother. A real gentleman.
That's the man I want to talk to. Anderson.
He's our star.
Hey, let me say one thing. We was coming back from the ring, and this kid leaped over. He leaped right over the top of the railing, and he came up to me, and he dropped to his feet, and he had me like this. He said, "Why did you do that? Why did you do that to Dustin Rhodes? He's such a great wrestling entertainer." And I kicked him away from me, and I said, "His daddy was too." Wrestling.
Let me clear it up before you talk, Arn. You know, it's very few times you make an agreement with a man and you can trust him and his honor. And I want to say this, I want to toast right now. I want everybody with their glass in the air to toast one of the most honorable, finest men. This man right here that just joined our stud stable, Arn the Enforcer Anderson.
Anderson, I can't believe you. I tried to talk to you earlier. That is the most disgusting thing, and honest to God, I've ever seen.
Gene Okerlund, less than a year ago, I was laying in a hospital bed in England. I trust you, Colonel. I trust you. I'm sure it's all in order. I know you do. I was laying in a hospital bed, beat half to death. Right down the hall from me was my constituent, beat half to death, and I thought, for what? I'm not a crusader. I'm not going to lay up here, beat half to death to represent what I think is right. I'm going to do what I think is right. Dustin Rhodes, I told you, if you wanted me to be in the match, you would have to take the old Arn Anderson. The old Arn Anderson who would smack his granny in the mouth for 50 cents. You said, fine, whatever it takes. Well, Dustin Rhodes, you got him tonight. You made a pact with the devil, and the devil called his marker in a little bit soon.
Thank you, gentlemen. Apparently, friendship and trust doesn't mean anything. In this cesspool, let's get back to you. Ladies, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Beautiful
Ladies
girls
and gentlemen,
like
the following contest, it is for the WCW World Tag Team Championship. It is set for one fall. Introducing first the challengers from New York City, weighing 242 pounds, Pretty Paul Roma. From Tampa, Florida, 252 pounds, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff. They are the team of Pretty Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
World Tag Team Championship, and our thanks to Mean Gene Okerlund for crashing that party, that disgusting show of celebration.
You seem rather put out what happened.
Well, I mean, you would like to pop the cork and celebrate trying to break a guy's arm?
No, you're right. You should have caviar also to go along with the champagne.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents in this World Tag Team title defense. Introducing first, formerly of Singapore, now residing in Daytona Beach, Florida. Along with his brother Dave is Kevin Sullivan. And his partner and co-holder of the World Tag Team Championship from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, 303 pounds, Cactus Jack.
Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack, the World Tag Team Champions, along with brother Dave Sullivan, who's got his Hulkster shirt on tonight.
That's not his shirt, those are his jammies. You know, the ones with the button-down bottoms?
All right.
Pretty Wonderful wants to win this match. They're going to have to do it with finesse, because you're not going to pound on Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack and get away with it. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm sorry. In the month of May, in our last pay-per-view, Slamboree, Kevin and Cactus became World Tag Team Champions in a wild match, defeating the Nasty Boys. It was an unlikely duo. It was supposed to have been Kevin and Dave Sullivan, but the Nasties messed up the knee of Dave Sullivan, attacking him in a dressing room. Dave unable to compete. Kevin, as you see,
that's not Hulk Hogan.
No, that's not.
Some idiot.
Cactus Jack stepped in as the bell sounds to replace Dave Sullivan, and they won the World Tag Team Championship.
But I don't understand how they function as a team. You know, they don't even like each other. Then again, Kevin doesn't really like Dave that much. And I don't think Dave knows who Kevin is.
Well, you may be right on the latter. And actually, I don't think Kevin likes anyone, as a matter of fact. He's just that type of guy.
He's just one mean man.
Yes, he is.
He has his own set of rules.
Pretty Wonderful, taking its own sweet time here.
Yes, she is.
As the ring girls walk away.
I think one's got a sister, Tony. In case you're not busy later.
Boy, Pretty Wonderful, Roma and Orndorff, especially Orndorff, wasting a lot of time in the opening part of this match. Now remember, as far as brawling is concerned, Kevin and Cactus probably have the advantage here. They are street brawlers, basically. Pretty Wonderful, on the other hand, more in tune to wrestling, so...
More finesse.
More finesse. I think it's to their benefit to dictate the pace, to slow things down, to get into a wrestling match.
Yeah, you don't want to get on the floor and let him near the furniture. You don't want to stand there toe-to-toe with Sullivan.
A great move and a pose for the fans.
Wrestling and finesse. That's how you beat Kevin Sullivan and Cactus.
One of the arm drag takedown. One of the great things about Paul Orndorff, one of the reasons he's been so successful, is he is so confident. He really believes there's no one better.
Well, that's great.
Well,
I don't believe there's anybody better at what I do than me. That's why I'm #1 in this sport.
Now
Nothing wrong with having faith in yourself.
Roma comparing the looks. Cactus Jack to Paul Roma, and it is a stark contrast.
Yeah, it's like comparing ice cream to manure.
Easy. Waist lock. Single leg pickup. Face first goes Cactus Jack, and right now we're seeing Pretty Wonderful trying to show up Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack, trying to make fools out of them.
Well, this shouldn't take long. They don't even have to be in the ring to do that.
I knew I shouldn't have led you in with that one. Sometimes I hit you with a line and I can see it coming, you know? Again, Roma.
Don't turn your back, Roma. Do not turn your back.
Across the bridge of the nose. How about that? A tag, and Kevin Sullivan. Side headlock, shoulder block. Now this is what Sullivan likes. Over the top goes Roma, nice move. He ducks a clothesline.
Behind you.
Uh-oh, headbutt. He ran into Cactus.
Where's the tag, bro? You don't have it tied up around here.
What an athlete this Orndorff is.
Boy, Orndorff can lay it in. Arm whip. Oh! Cactus blocked the arm whip that time in the corner.
That's teamwork. I don't understand that.
That is. Kevin shopping lumber. Oh, look at that. Down goes Roma. Down goes Orndorff. Great teamwork.
That's teamwork. This doesn't make sense to me.
That time Roma was trying to block the corner. And the challengers are on the floor.
Now they've got to regroup. They had a plan when they came to the ring. All good tag teams do. They've got to go to that plan, back to that plan. What they've got to do is get Kevin Sullivan in the corner, keep him grounded, and keep working on him and working on him until the idiot on the outside, Evad, Dave Irving, whatever his name is, snaps, and Cactus snaps and makes a mistake. That's when we capitalize. Or they capitalize.
Tag, Roma back in, or making Orndorff in. The regrouping has finished. And Cactus Jack quickly with a side headlock. Jack into the ropes. Shoulder block down. Knee to the gut. And that stopped Cactus Jack. And there's a big forearm shot from Paul Orndorff. Mr. Wonderful. Whoa! He caught him right in the jaw that time.
Don't get out there with him, Paul.
You're right.
That's where he wants you.
He blocked it, trying to send the head. Cactus.
I'm surprised. I would have thought he would have enjoyed that.
Whoa, my! The fight's on the floor. Into the clothesline to Kevin Sullivan. And it's been teamwork at every point for Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack.
I thought you'd never say that. I never thought I'd hear those words. Teamwork with Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack.
But they've used it everywhere, even on the floor. This is where they like it, on the floor. Watch out, Cactus Jack! Nope. He was going to come off the top, but that time Orndorff moved away. The double team. Kevin and Cactus.
Orndorff's got to get him in their corner.
Kevin wheels him around and pounds away. And now takes care of Roma. Orndorff goes down.
Sullivan's doing it all by himself.
The double coconuts.
Who is the legal man, Shivani?
I don't really
Besides
think
the ref. I believe it's Kevin Sullivan and Orndorff.
You're right again. And the tag, and now it's Cactus Jack and Orndorff. Needless to say, Orndorff has sustained a great amount of punishment here.
But they're such well-conditioned athletes, pretty wonderful. Not only do they have a great physique, but they're in shape. Look at that. Cactus has a hold. Cactus has a hold.
How about that?
That isn't right. He almost appears to me like he knows what he's doing.
Come on, Paul!
a classic Kevin Sullivan move. We've seen it before.
Your hands all smashed up. You certainly can't hit anybody, and you can't grab anybody.
Have we heard a report on Dustin Rhodes yet, speaking of arms?
Waiting for my aide to come back.
Forearm shot. Fans, if we don't get a report tonight, we certainly will have a report. Grabbing the hair, I understand he did go for x-rays. Been taken away.
Just a minute, he's back, wait a minute.
We hope to have a report at least. A knee.
Okay, thank you. I guess he's been taken to the hospital.
Look at this. Stomping away on Texas. He's hitting with everything.
Don't blow it, Roma. Don't touch the referee. Your opportunity's down the drain.
That's right, a disqualification here, and Kevin and Cactus hang on to the belts. Cactus Jack, you talk about toughness. You talk about a man who can take a beating. And right now,
and keep on ticking.
Yes, that's right. Right now into the corner. Pretty wonderful double team. Good move by Orndorff to hang on to Cactus till the exchange was made.
Good teamwork, finesse.
That's right. He can't get him up at 300 pounds. He blocked it. Cactus maybe trying one of his own. A forearm. Paul Roma coming close to sitting down on our broadcast location here. Meanwhile, that's what you call the noggin to the top turnbuckle. Hello, Paul Roma.
Hey, Hank Aaron, there's your double hitter. Whoa.
Roma just hanging on right cross to the jaw. And they'll step on the gut. That's his move. He's going to cover him with it. 1, 2. The back of the head. Foot to the noggin.
More teamwork. I don't understand this.
Well, it's effective.
Seems to be working.
And Paul Orndorff taking a lot of punishment. Elbow.
He's biting him.
You gotta watch that now. See, you guys.
It's like Orndorff's missing an eyebrow.
Yes, it was eaten by Kevin Sullivan. Here's the teamwork again.
Teamwork.
Kevin driving the knee into the arm.
How much more can that arm take? And the shoulder.
Foot to the chest.
They're all doing the wave.
Bill Shaw, the president of WCW, discussing things with Hammer and Hank Aaron.
Which one, Shaw?
We have that on tape, Brain, during your next contract negotiation.
Don't worry, I'll sign him.
The wave has been started here at the Orlando Arena.
They're only 14 years behind times. Not bad for Orlando.
Capacity crowd here at Orlando. And meanwhile, Paul Orndorff back up. Into a full-on dragon twist, right into Cactus Jack. Jack sending Orndorff in.
Whoa!
Kevin with a chop to the chest. And Orndorff is still in there, and he desperately needs a tag.
He needs to get to Roma. He needs to get to that corner.
He got it. Now Paul Roma. Roma. Right hand to the head of Kevin Sullivan.
done some boxing too. The man's an all-around athlete.
Those are good-looking punches. Oh, Kevin absorbed them all.
But he keeps coming back.
We got both men in. We got all four in now. Kevin and Orndorff, the legal man. We're going to get a pile driver here.
Nobody does it better than Orndorff.
Orndorff with a pile driver.
We may have new tag team champions.
Is he the legal man, though? 1, 2, foot on the rope. And Dave Sullivan helped matters out.
Oh, just like that, you nonchalantly slough it off. He interfered. They should be not disqualified or they won't. I don't understand what's happening here now.
What's happening is after the pile driver, the match continues.
Yeah, but no one said a thing to Dave Sullivan about interfering.
Reverse chinlock, and he sat down and he hurt the jaw of Paul Orndorff, and Roma will get the exchange again.
That'll loosen your molars.
Right hand to the head.
It's amazing. It goes for wrestling a little bit, then they slug it out. Then they get back to wrestling, then they slug it out.
Well, give Roma and Orndorff a lot of credit. When the slugging has commenced, they've been right there with them.
Yeah, they haven't backed up. They haven't backpedaled. Look at the agility of Roma. It's like a cat.
Oh, the elbow on the top rope.
I think we have a winner.
1, 2. No.
Someone should tell Roma you can't pin Kevin Sullivan like that.
1, 2, no sir, again.
This man fights from the first bell to the last bell. There's the brains of the outfit. Nice legal tag.
What do you call that? 1, 2.
I call that Mr. Wonderful. He can do whatever he wants.
Reverse chinlock.
Orndorff's John with him. You hear what he called him?
What?
I can't repeat that now. I'll tell you
Good,
later.
don't. Hey, sleeper hold is on. Kevin Sullivan, who is about 3 feet from making a tag to his partner. That is right in the center of the ring. Now he's about 4, maybe 5 feet away. Kevin, great counter move to the sleeper hold.
Well, that catches you right in the kidneys.
Well, that sounded like it hurt.
Seems to me like the team are pretty wonderful. It's kind of dictated this match. They've set the whole pace for this match.
Again, and for the second time in the last 3 minutes, a nonchalant, arrogant cover by Roma may have cost his team the World Tag Team Championship.
You know, sometimes you can be too arrogant.
You're right.
And it'll backwash on you.
That's pretty profound coming from you.
What do you mean? I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm the brain.
Kevin out. Kevin hit the rope.
He doesn't know where he's at.
Uh-oh, he's in the wrong corner.
Of course, he's had a lot of days like that.
In the wrong corner, double team here. And Cactus Jack. Remember, Kevin Sullivan and Paul Roma are the legal men.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This thing is seesawed back and forth so much. But they're slowing it down. They're keeping Sullivan on the mat. They don't want him to get up on his feet and start punching.
The WCW World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Tag out. And a double team from Pretty Wonderful. Kevin, you know, Kevin, I thought a few moments ago had a chance to make a tag, but neglected to do so. He hit the ropes. And then he got caught back in the corner.
Well, he didn't know where he was. You know, let's face it, Sullivan's not the brightest guy in the world, but he may be one of the most dangerous. He's a guy you want on your side if there's a fight. But you certainly don't want him to do your taxes.
The whip to the rope, the clothesline, actually just the forearm got there, the wrist, enabling Cactus Jack to come in.
Good move, they suckered in the dummy.
Yeah, that's another way to say it, I guess. Double team. Roma screaming to the referee that, hey, he won't let me go. Kevin Sullivan, dire straits right now. Orndorff measures him. Wait a minute.
Third floor.
All the way down. He went.
Oh, no!
He went for his swan dive and missed.
I don't think Sullivan knows what corner he's in. I don't think he knows. Yes, he does.
He made a tap. Cactus Jack. Paul Orndorff. Uh-oh. Oh, my.
Oh! That man's a madman. Sullivan's back in.
Remember, the legal men are on your left. There's his double on DDT.
No.
That's his move. But the referee is not making a count here. He's trying to get the other two out. Cactus had him for a 4, maybe a 5 count with his double arm DDT. Oh, he's tripped up by Roma. Roma holding the legs. 1, 2, 3.
We got new champions. We've got new tag champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and new World Tag Team Champions, the team of Pretty Paul Roma, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, the team of Pretty Wonderful.
Well, Cactus had the match won with the double arm DDT.
Well, we've got new tag champions, Schiavone. And I certainly don't want to be saying that in a minute that we're going to have a new world heavyweight champion. Let's enjoy this moment. Look at Cactus. Hey, he does everything, every one of the matches he's had, he's fought outside the ring. Now, they beat him at their own game. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
In our 5th match of the night, new World Tag Team Champions as Kevin Sullivan and Cactus Jack and Dave Sullivan are still in the ring. And our thousands upon thousands of fans here in the Orlando Arena, capacity crowd on hand, and the millions of homes watching our pay-per-view telecast are primed, are ready, are prepared for the match. If you've been like me, a wrestling fan for years, you've always wanted to see the Nature Boy Ric Flair face Hulk Hogan. It's the match we all talked about as wrestling fans. The match we always waited for as fans. And tonight, World Championship Wrestling is proud to bring you that match. And Brain, I know you've been very opinionated about it. You know Hulk Hogan as well as I do. You know the Nature Boy Ric.
No, I know him better than anyone.
Well, you know the Nature Boy Ric Flair as well as I do. And even though you did not want to see this match, even though you do not like Hulk Hogan, you have to admit we are on the threshold, we are at the moment that wrestling fans, that sports fans worldwide have been waiting for.
You know, one way or the other, it's going to be a new era. Because when Flair beats Hogan, they're going to say, that's right, we knew Flair could do it all along. If it goes the other way and Hogan beats Flair, they're going to say, see, we always knew that Hulk Hogan could beat Ric Flair. But Hogan, if you do beat Ric Flair, I'm going on record right now, it's a fluke.
Well, that's the opinion of Bobby the Brain Heenan. And for the past, well, ever since the 4th of June when Hulk Hogan announced his signing with WCW, all of us in World Championship Wrestling have been just thrilled to have Hulk Hogan a part of us.
What are you talking? I'm not thrilled to have him a part of us. Don't include me in on this rap.
You finished?
Go ahead.
We are thrilled to be bringing you the match that everybody wanted to see. Hulk Hogan, the Hulkster, and the millions of Hulkamaniacs all around the world waiting for his return to the ring against the man who has been the standard in World Championship Wrestling, the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
You know, this is the match I've always wanted to see. Not Hogan and Flair, but I've always wanted to see Hogan made a fool of. And this is the man to do it. It's just a shame. It's just a shame that I have to sit here and watch these humanoids cheer Hulk Hogan. I think Hulk Hogan should have a broom in his hand, sweeping this arena. That's what he should be doing.
And you should be very proud. You should be very happy that we are at ringside able to call the greatest match in the history of professional wrestling.
You'd rather be here than doing a World Series, than doing a Super Bowl,
Absolutely.
than doing a Stanley Cup.
Absolutely.
Well, so would I, because I'm going to love it when Hogan walks out of this building tonight and 20-some thousand people are chanting, loser, loser, loser. I'm going to feel good inside. Then I'm going to go to Bucksnort. I'm going to hang around with Terry Funk, Arn Anderson, and I'm going to have myself a glass of the bubbly. How do you like that, Schiavone? And you can go home and have your little warm cup of Ovaltine and a cookie.
It's the match we've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the biggest match in the history of our sport, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, as we go to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the ring at this time, one of the executives of the WCW from St. Paul, Minnesota, himself a former 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, and now the WCW Commissioner. Let's hear it for the Honorable Nick Bockwinkel.
Commissioner,
Hope he didn't get locked in the room.
Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel making his way. Of course, he will be here when we have this big matchup. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, former 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, WCW Commissioner, Nick Bockwinkel.
He's been a busy man since he became WCW Commissioner. A lot of things have gone on.
Are you sure that's Bockwinkel or Lloyd Bridges?
And now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as a special guest of the WCW, one of the greatest superstars in the world of sports today. He weighs 303 pounds, wears a size 22 shoe. He stands at 7 feet 1 inch. He was the NBA's #1 pick in 1992. Now with the Orlando Magic, ladies and gentlemen, number 32, the Shaq Attack, Shaquille O'Neal.
The ovation for the great Shaquille O'Neal, number 32 of the Magic. Boy, they've roared in this house for him before, and they're roared for him again.
Are those paste on sideburns?
Not a chance. He will present the belt to the winner of this matchup.
He's going to be sitting at ringside with us?
He'll be right here, Brain. Leave him alone.
Don't worry.
Woo! Here we go.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know, Ric Flair would have to admit it, of all the great matches he has had, and he's had some great ones, this is his biggest match.
This is the granddaddy of all. This is the mother of all wars right here. I want to shake the champ's hand.
All the years he was champion, they always said, but what about Hogan? But what about Hogan?
The roof's gonna come off here. Jimmy Hart, Mr. T. He's back. He's back. Smoke, fire, and pandemonium.
The Hulkster is in the ring. High five, Shaquille O'Neal. And they're standing everywhere.
What? I can't hear you.
On their feet, the Hulkamaniacs, and Hulkamania has returned.
He's picking up right where he left off, Shabani. He wants to rule professional wrestling. Hulk rules. Yeah, Hulk rules. Not for long.
WCW, what the whole world is watching now.
Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is sanctioned by the WCW Championship Committee and will be supervised by WCW Commissioner, Mr. Nick Bockwinkel. The referee assigned is Randy Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, just a few days, the world will celebrate the 25th anniversary of one of the greatest moments in the history of the 20th century. Man's first steps on the surface of the moon. Tonight, a quarter of a century later, just miles from the very site where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were catapulted into outer space to meet their destiny, tonight, two of the greatest stars in the world of professional wrestling are about to collide. Ladies and gentlemen, from Orlando, Florida, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, accompanied by his manager, Jimmy the Mouth from the South Heart, and here to watch his back, providing security, the maniac mugger from the south side of Chicago, the infamous Mr. T. Our challenger comes in wearing yellow, weighing 272 3/4 pounds. He is without a doubt one of the most well-known faces in the world today, but tonight, the magazine covers and the movies must take a back seat. Tonight, after a 3-year layoff, he must put up or shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger, a former 5-time world champion, the 6'7" Hulkster, Hulk Hogan.
What an ovation for the Hulkster who wants Flair right now.
And
He looks ready.
Wearing the color purple, weighing 234 1/2 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, we have one of the all-time greats in professional wrestling. He enters the ring tonight in the company of Sensuous Sherry, and he enters this ring doing what he has done his entire career, meeting all obstacles and accepting all challenges, proving again and again that he is indeed one of the all-time greats. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 11th-time heavyweight champion of the world, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
We've talked so much about it. We've mentioned the date, July 17th, Sunday so much. Shaquille O'Neal has it high in the air. And finally in Orlando, on Sunday, July 17th, 1994, Hulk Hogan finally collides with the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
I never thought I'd see him back in the ring, Shivani.
Here they are. The Hulkster. And the Nature Boy.
That World Championship belt looks like cufflinks for O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal along with Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel will join us at ringside. And it's the stare down time, the intimidation time of the two men finally meeting. Hulkster never looked better. From the collar and elbow. Hulkster shoots him in. Down goes Flair. Nature Boy back to it again. And the Hulkster throws him out of the corner.
Oh, he's trimmed down, hasn't he?
Oh, he looks great.
You know, I'm going to call this straight down the middle. Much as I don't like him, I got to call it like it is. The Hulkster looks in great condition. Probably the best I've ever seen him. See, I'm gonna tell all the great points about Hulk Hogan. That way, when Ric Flair beats him, it's gonna make me really feel great.
Intense training with former heavyweight boxing champion George Foreman.
I guarantee you, Shivani, there's nobody out buying popcorn. There's nobody in the kitchens at home. Every eyeball in the world is glued to this.
Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. You know both men had to be very tense, very nervous, very excited.
You bet. Talk about butterflies, they had bats in their stomachs. See, the last thing Hogan wants to do
tried a couple of times to go in close to Hogan, but that's just getting close to his power. And now he goes from behind and takes the Hulkster down. Never in all the matches I have broadcast have I seen a match where fans were responding to every move. But so far in this match they have, Bring.
Just when they walked up and looked at each other, everyone stood on their feet. First time they locked up, you can see the people in the audience. You can see the look on their face. They're ready for this one.
Hair takedown by Flair. And Randy Anderson, a lot of pressure on him to call the biggest match in the history of our sport. Not really in position that time. It was a very tough call for him.
And I bet you he's nervous too. He don't want to make a wrong call. And believe me, the last thing he wants to do is disqualify either one of them.
Remember, Sensuous Sherry had been barred from ringside in our live telecast on TBS just last Saturday. However, Flair made sure, as Nick Bockwinkel told us the very next day, that she would be at ringside for this one. She has been so involved in many of his matches. Matter of fact, she was an instrumental part in Flair becoming the unified world champion back in the month of June. Hogan with a hair. Hogan over the top. Throws him over. And the Hulkster. Great takeover, but Flair's back on top. Watch out, Hogan got caught for a 1 count that time. And Flair on the low rope. Look at this. What kind of champion is that?
He's the champion of the world. That's the kind of a champion he is.
Sherry consulting her man on the outside. Watch out for her.
Gotta watch out for her all the time.
Yeah, Hogan doing the right thing. He stayed away, backed out, do it in the ring.
Oh, he doesn't want to get counted out. This is an opportunity. This is make it or break it tonight, pal. This is the hit parade.
It's the one match the Hulkster's been waiting for his entire career. They always said, what about Flair? When Flair would win, they say, what about Hogan? Well, what about July 17th? Here it is. Right hand! The Hulkster! Looks tremendous. Great shape.
Whoa! Did he drill him?
Flair to the ropes.
No, 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 no!
Went for the big foot.
That's his patented maneuver.
That's
He's
right.
finished off more people than you can with that foot.
Uh-oh. Again, he puts her in front of him.
Hogan won't hit a woman.
Uh-oh. That's a tough one. Hogan ducked his head, second man in the ring. You're always at a disadvantage, and Flair takes advantage of it.
That's how I like Hogan, down on his knees, suffering.
Whoa. The patented Flair chop in the corner.
Come on, Rick, stay on him.
Hey, call this one down the middle. As Shaquille O'Neal watches on at ringside. The man presenting the gold belt to the winner of this match. Be it Flair or Hogan. He made no bones about it. O'Neal said he was a Hulkamaniac. The chant of Hogan as the Hulkster responds.
He's on his feet again.
He often said that he would prove that Hulkamania is the most powerful force in the universe.
He's biting him, he's biting him.
And on the response of the fans, the Hulkamaniacs, he's back up again. Into the corner. Actually, the fist caught the chin that time. Again to the turnbuckle.
See, Hogan knows he can't lay back. He's got to beat Flair. But he's got an hour to do it. If he can do it.
Right hand. Flair's wobbly. He may go down. Sherry's got the leg. Sherry's got the leg. Hogan tried to break free. And once again, Sensuous Sherry gets involved in the match.
Hogan went to kick her. She grabbed the leg to protect herself.
He did not.
That's what happened. He was going to kick the pearly whites right out of her teeth.
He tried to break. He was trying to pull his leg free. And again, that lady, if you can use that term, gets in. Oh, Hogan over the top.
Uh-oh, he's in Sherry's neighborhood now.
She's got a chair. Jimmy Hart's got the chair.
Jimmy shall knock you out.
Meanwhile, Flair gets a blow in the back of the head with a boot.
Flair knows what he's doing, believe me.
The safety rail on the outside. The Hulkster's down.
The immortal Hulk Hogan, right?
And again, the Hulkamaniacs chanting Hogan. And I know our fans, millions of households watching on pay-per-view. Thousands upon thousands of fans in the jam-packed Orlando Arena trying to encourage their hero to get back up. But Flair is laying it in right now.
Keep him down, Rick.
Flair pointing over towards President Bill Shaw, towards Antonio Inoki, towards Hank Aaron. And now, feeling he has the moment, he wheels the Hulkster around and drives the knee in. Oh my, that one hurt. That one was on target.
Don't waste a second, Rick. Do not waste a second. Get him, get him, get him.
Instinctively, Hogan tries to get to his feet. Flair will help him now. And And the chant from Hogan comes out again.
Shut up!
He blocked it. He's firing back. He's taking the chops. He's firing back on Flair.
Come on!
Hulk Hogan took his best chops, and he's walking right straight toward the Nature Boy again. Flair, double leg. He's got the rope. But Hulk was out in one. Hulk holds his ground. Clotheslines him down.
Rick's got to realize how much time's left and where the ropes are. Come on!
Sherry reaching out toward the referee.
Forget Sherry.
As Hulk was out in two. She needs to leave the referee alone.
Come on, squeeze that mustache right off his face.
A good look at that chin lock and a good look at our fans. Chanting Hogan in unison. WCW's Bash at the Beach, the biggest wrestling pay-per-view event ever. Because of these two, the two greatest superstars in the history of professional wrestling.
Probably the two greatest superstars of all time in the sport of wrestling.
Come on, check it, ref, check the hook. Come on, baby, check it.
I think that's what I said. Reverse chin lock.
Well, I can't hear. It's deafening in here. You don't have to yell at me, Schiavone. I'm not blind.
Flair, it may be a form of a sleeper hold right here. It is. As Shaquille O'Neal watches on intently. Flair, there you see it. Shaq along with Commissioner Nick Bockwinkel. Flair has that arm right below the chin.
I guarantee you Hogan wants this match as bad as O'Neal wants a championship NBA ring.
Absolutely.
Hogan's got a chance to win it. He'll never.
You hear Jimmy Hart on the Hulkathon, reminding the Hulksters about the millions of Hulkamaniacs all over the world. This is the time that champions are made. When you're down, when a man like Flair's over top of you, when he has...
Now's when you reach into that pit, Schiavone. Now's when you reach down and you pull for all it's worth. And you get up to your feet. You use the ropes. You use the referee. Use anything you have to. But you get on your feet, and by God, you fight, you fight, you fight. Let's see if Hogan's got it.
No, you don't. You use your determination. You use your heart. You use your desire. You use the...
You use anything you can, a chair, a board.
As the Hulkster says, you use the most powerful force in the universe, Hulkamania. And right now, the fans here trying to let Hulkamania come back again.
I don't like the looks of this.
He's back up.
He's up.
1, 2. Shoulder block.
Listen to the crowd. They smell something. They feel something. They're getting louder. They're getting noisier.
And he responds to it. He draws from it. And he's pelting Flair on the head. Upside down. Downtown Orlando.
Hulk Hogan is always drawn from the fans. The more they yell, the more he comes alive.
The Hulkster down to get Flair. Flair swinging wildly.
Oh my goodness.
The Hulkster on the floor with a belly to back.
That's a bad move because if Flair's counted out, he can't lose the title. That's a very bad move. Hogan, if you're smart, you've got to get him in the ring. That is not a smart move on Hogan's part.
Getting back in the ring, the Hulkster says. You're right. Flair could stay on the outside and get counted out here, but Hulk's going to make sure of it.
Oh, that's what I do. Make him the laughing stock of the world.
Big suplex. The Hulkster back up. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3.
See, he draws from the fans.
Instinctively, Flair rolls away.
He could have pulled a hamstring there. He's favoring the back of his thigh. This is perfect for Flair. Slapped the figure 4 on him and taken to school. Remember last week in WCW Saturday Night, Flair got him good in the back of the leg.
He's going for it!
Yes!
He rolled him out! No! A 2 count!
No!
And Hogan kicks away this time. What a match! Again!
Don't give up, Rick. Keep him down, keep him down. He's got that bad leg.
You're right.
Don't forget, he hasn't wrestled for 2 or 3 years. His wheels aren't used to it.
That's a good point. But Flair picks him up. Look at this for the Nature Bomb.
Nobody's ever had Hogan like that.
You're right.
No one. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no.
They're on their feet for the Hulkster. Who took it and is back up again. The big foot.
No,
Wait a minute. Sherry pulled the referee out and he hit the steel. Randy Anderson's down on the big foot. Oh, she nailed Jimmy Hart.
Got him again on that leg. There's no referee.
There's none at all.
Well, they're not going to disqualify this. They're going to let it go. Where's Sherry going?
Sherry with the big splash on the Hulkster. There's no referee. Finally, Doug Dillinger's out.
Nick Patrick has made it to ringside.
Nick Patrick apparently is going to continue.
He is not signaling you or me to ring the bell, is he? Figure 4. Yes.
Randy Anderson being helped out. Nick Patrick.
Forget those 2 jerks. Can the legs take it? Can the legs that haven't been in the ring in 3 years withstand Ric Flair's figure 4? I don't think so. Snap them like chicken wings.
It is on, and the Hulkster in pain. They're standing.
Listen to him. Listen to him. How can he withstand it? He's been in it for over 30 seconds.
Hulk Hogan blocking out the pain. Hulk Hogan trying to get to the ropes. He got there. He got out of the figure, but Flair. Oh my.
But his legs are shot now.
You're right, the damage has been done with that figure 4.
Just a matter of time.
What?
He's easy prey for the greatest champion ever.
Sherry raking the Hulkster in the eyes, the same way she did Sting.
Like we said, they'll use anything to win. Suplexes, chairs, underalls, it don't matter.
Meanwhile, Flair staying on the leg, which is a good move.
Hogan's hurt. Hogan is hurt.
I looked over at Nick Bockwinkel and he nodded to me, telling us that it is fine for Nick Patrick to continue the match since Randy Anderson is unable to.
I'll tell you what Bockwinkel's going to do. He's going to let this go as long as he can, but Sherry is going to be really, really fined for this. She could face suspension.
She prevented the Hulkster from winning. The big foot, and that was it. She pulled the referee right out.
How is he still standing? What keeps Hulkamania alive? Oh my, oh no.
He didn't even feel it. He did not even feel it.
Switch gears, turn it on, Nature Boy. Hogan's walking. He's up and he is walking. This is the greatest match I've seen either of them ever have.
They are both in top shape. Shaquille O'Neal watching on as Hogan and Flair. Hogan runs into an elbow.
Sherry's up again.
The Hulkster moved. Cena hit him in a bit of disqualification. Oh! Flair goes down. Sherry goes down.
They're gonna blow the roof off this joint. Sit back and listen, Schiavone.
Hogan is going for the figure four.
If he beats it with his own home, this will be the biggest disgrace in the history of professional wrestling. Flair's gotten out of it.
Sherry's got something in her hand. And Mr. T's got Sherry.
He's kidnapping her.
Flair's got he's got that. Whatever she pulled out, brass knucks. Oh, he hit Hogan with it. He hit Hogan with it.
We don't know what that is. But he's got something. He's got one.
One.
Yes.
Two.
Yes. No. Damn it.
He kicked out of it. Flair gave it his shot.
Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this so many times, Schiavone. The Hulkster on his knees. Watch. He'll start the head moving. He'll get the hair shaking. He's got the adrenaline. Hulkamania's alive.
It's just Hogan and Flair. Sherry's gone. Mr. T makes sure of that. Down goes Flair.
Hogan is still going. He is still going.
The big butt.
Oh, no. Please, no.
The leg drop.
Oh, no, please, don't do anything.
One.
No.
Two.
No, no, no.
Ladies and gentlemen,
No.
the winner and new heavyweight champion of the world, 6'7" Hulk Hogan.
Shaquille O'Neal in the ring with the Hulkster as he has done it again.
Tony, tell me it's a dream. Tell me it's a nightmare. Is Hulk Hogan the heavyweight champion of the world?
It's for real. Hulkamania lives in World Championship Wrestling.
His first match in WCW. And he sets an all-time attendance record, an all-time pay-per-view record for WCW, and becomes a heavyweight champion of the world.
And now the Hulkster calling out to the Hulkamaniacs here. And they're standing and cheering.
This is the worst day.
It's the greatest day in the history of professional wrestling as the two greatest wrestlers came together and the Hulkster becomes the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the world.
What is going to happen Saturday night on WCW Saturday night? Oh, is he going to gloat on this? Is he going to flaunt this?
Oh yeah, calling out to each side here. Yeah. The Hulkster. Oh yeah, on the far side. How about that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans worldwide, Chris Lemon, and I believe that's Hulkster's little son, Nicholas, there with Chris. All enjoying the moment. A lot of build-up, but you've got to admit, it was one of the greatest matches we've ever had. Both men were ready. Both men in phenomenal shape. Both men had come to fight And in the end, it was the Hulkster. Big foot, big leg, see ya.
It was not only the greatest match I've ever seen. I can't talk, Schiavone.
Now our cameras, I do understand we have some time left as our cameras are following the Hulkster back towards his locker room area. The Hulkster with the win as they celebrate in Orlando. Get up here, you're on camera. Bobby, here, camera. Take a look at it again. You want to call it? Bobby.
You called, I don't want to see it.
Let's take a look at the end of the match, or some of the action of the match one more time. Take it away, Brain. There you see the foreign object, and he nailed him with that object. Stuffs it down in the tights, but he got back up from that. And then the big foot. Bob, look up here. The big foot, and then the big leg drop. Whoa! 1, 2, 3 to cap off a phenomenal world title match. Shaquille O'Neal handing the belt, of course. Mr. T, Jimmy Hart with him. And yes, Hulkamania is the strongest force in the universe. Bobby, you want to say something about this?
What are you going to say? What can you say?
Hulk Hogan is the WCW heavyweight champion of the world now. Are we ready? There you see.
Yes.
Doug Dillinger.
I told you 3 months ago what we were going to do.
Hacksaw.
Jimmy Hart.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, brother. Slim and trim. He's a
Oh, Hacksaw Jim Duggan in the back.
Attack is back, brother.
Yes, sir.
I like it.
Come on, baby.
We're going to try to get in and get a word with the Hulkster here in just a few moments. Brandon, it was a great match. Now think about how the match went. How Flair put him in the figure 4 leg lock. How he took the pain, okay? And how he continued to come back. And that has been the one force. That's been the one thing about Hulk Hogan through the years. He's big, he's gigantic, but his heart, his determination, his ability to come back, and it really came through tonight, and that's why he is the heavyweight champion of the world.
Then attack.
Yes, sir.
Let me see that thing,
There
man.
it is, Hulk.
Holy moly, brother. One belt,
That's it, Daddy.
one man, one champion, the only champion in the world today. Hulk Hogan, Jimmy Hart, Mr. T, and all the Hulkamaniacs, brother. All right. Yeah.
I understand he's going to go to the interview location right now. Okay, we'll be going in there. I think Mean Gene is back there already. Whoa, what a night it's been, Brain.
This is the greatest pay-per-view I've ever been
I
associated with. But I'll tell you the sad thing is standing there right now, that man holding the title.
All right, Gene is there. Gene, take it away.
All right, I thank you very much, Tony, Bobby Heenan, and this capacity crowd on hand, and dignitaries are filling this reception area. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been down the road with this man, and they used to say back in the Prohibition days, the good old days are back, and believe me, Hulk Hogan, congratulations, WCW heavyweight champion. You have done it again, my friend. What a day.
Well, you know something, Mean Gene. Everything that was old is now new again, brother. And I told all the Hulkamaniacs, how'd you like to go on one long ride? And they said, yeah, brother, we'd like to go. I said, well, that's cool, just as long as the Hulkster's driving, brother. And tonight in Orlando, all the way around the world, all the way to New York City, brother, Tokyo, Japan, Africa, Asia, and all points in between. Hulkamania is running more powerful than it's ever been. Jimmy Hart was watching my back. Mr. T, the Maniac Mugger, was roaming the crowd. Shaq Attack, who was hanging on the belt, was shaking his head all the way through for Hulkamania. I had George Foreman on my Hulk of Home, brother, giving me beat-by-beat instructions, and all I got to say is I pity the fool, brother. I feel sorry for Ric Flair, because as the thousands of Hulkamaniacs were stalking the arena, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, one of my #1 Hulkamaniacs, the hacker, was stalking the crowd.
Great, proud to be here.
Friends were coming out, man. Pillman was there. Johnny B. Bad was there. We were rocking and rolling the place. And what is the WCW gonna do now that Hulkster still rules? Woo!
Well, I got a great idea. I'm certain that these fans here are going to partake in a little food and drink tonight. Brian, great to see you. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Brian Pillman is here. Bill Shaw, president of World Champ, the Guardian Angel. And what about the contingent from Japan? Saito, Anoki, and dignitaries from all over the world. Hammer and Hank Aaron is here. Shaquille O'Neal. I've never seen a turnout like this in my life, Hulkster.
Well, brother, Flair was caged in, dude. The Shack Attack told me that all I had to do was stand there and lay the brother up, you know, lay him from one corner to the other. And then, as if he tried to make his escape, Mr. T was there to bend him in a big old pretzel. And if we bent him in a ball, Shack was gonna slam him, and as he bounced off the floor, Hammer and Hank was gonna knock him back in the ring, brother. So, Ric Flair, you had no choice, brother. You had to face Hulkamania. You had to feel the power. And Mean Gene, can you imagine now, with all those little maniacs in the WCW, with the Shack Attack, with George Foreman, with everybody wearing the headbands, hiding their dome, with everybody ripping the shirts off, brother, with my shirts being torn all around the world? Can you imagine the pythons, the power I'm gonna have when I step in that ring again with my next opponent, brother?
And I'd like to know who that's going to be, because I've got a feeling there are going to be a lot of them standing in line.
I just feel sorry for the next dude. Ric Flair walked that aisle in profile too many times as far as I'm concerned. I told the brother to leave his limo running, fill the Learjet up with gas, because as soon as we get done partying, me and all my brothers here at the WCW, we're flying all the way back to Venice Beach, and we're gonna be riding tiger sharks this weekend, dude. What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to be there to do it and be part of it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Orlando, Florida, from the reception area, for Tony Schiavone, for Jesse the Body Ventura, even for the brain, Bobby Heenan, who's really down on his luck. Let's go back to you guys.
I like that hairstyle.
Well, I'll tell you, pal, put it to you this way, Schiavone, in the world. Flair has done it 11 times. He's not going to roll over and die. He's not going to blow away like dust. Hogan, you have started a war right now that General Schwarzkopf won't be able to win. Ric Flair is going to be looking for you for the rest of your life.
Our thanks to all of our fans who joined us here at Bash of the Beach. Our thanks to all of the crew at WCW in production, in the office, and promotions who sweat and bled over this one, because Hulk Hogan is the WCW Heavyweight Champion of the world. And fans, we invite you to join us. I'm sure we'll have comments from the Hulkster on WCW Saturday night here on TBS. Don't forget to give the hotline a call. I know they'll be up and running with very special interviews about the biggest night of the history. Everything they could do to try to kill Hulkamania has failed. As Hulk Hogan says, Hulkamania is the most powerful force in the universe. WCW, what the world is watching now. And fans, for all of us at WCW, I'm Tony Schiavone saying, wrestling is cool again. Have a good night.